The matchup this weekend, a good slugging team with a lot of extra base hits. How important will it be kind of carry off what y'all were able to do midweek game into this game and throw low strikes?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to, it's a really good club who's hot. I think they've won 7 in a row, beat a really good Cal team earlier this week, playing with a lot of confidence. Really good starting pitching, and like you said, they have some guys that can really impact the ball. So it's going to be cooler weekend, so we'll have looks like a north wind on Friday and Saturday, which will keep the ball in the ballpark a lot of days, and then it goes the other direction on Sunday. So we'll just have to, I think Detmer and Dallas specifically have done a good job of pitching to the bottom of the strike zone, sinking the baseball, and Prager has done that as well. So, I mean, I think that's something that we match up well with.
Does the way that you manage the bullpen maybe look a little different this week, or are you still looking at the same kind of roles that you had in the first 2 weekends?
Yeah, I think right now it'll be the same kind of roles. We like to get a few other guys out there. Will Johnston threw really well last weekend. We really wanted to get him in the game last night. Wasn't able to do that, so I'd like to get him out there this weekend. But yeah, I think we're starting to see some guys emerge a little bit. We need a few more, but yeah, we'll just play them one at a time. Try to give us the best chance to win one at a time.
Christian Curtis obviously has been pitching really well to start off. I know he got the start last night. Just what do you see potentially? Just how his role could evolve over the course of the season? I don't know. Maybe y'all were considering him for more midweek starts.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's in the rotation, and every game has value. I know we'll be getting a conference play, and we understand how much that means, but every single game has value. If you want to have a good season, if you want to make the NCAA tournament, or everything that goes into that. We're so far away from talking about those things that I hate to even think about it. But it's just, we obviously have some in-state games, some rivalry games within the course of the season, so that'll be good opportunities for Christian to develop. And you're always a pitch away from some level of issue where you have to make some adjustments. So he has to continue to get better. We think a lot of him. I think he's got, he's still a freshman, redshirt freshman, so he's still got a ways to go. But when you look at the guys who are doing the starting pitching for us, of the 4 guys, we have 2 freshmen and a sophomore. So 3 of those 4 guys you'd like to think would be back next year, and which will make us better over time.
Is Jonathan Childress the guy who's dealing with the injury stuff, or is it something that you'd like to see what his bullpens are, or how they're progressing for more innings? Yeah,
he's had a couple different injury issues. He's had shoulder problems. He's had maybe a back issue, some different things in there. So, he's still progressing. We dropped his arm slot a little bit. He had one really good simulated game a couple weeks ago, and then his shoulder started barking at him again. So he's working through that with the training staff. I don't see him being on the field anytime soon, but hopefully it's something that he has experience. Hopefully that's something that could add to us down the road.
And then with the aggressiveness on the base paths, is that something that is indication of where you want this program to be offensively, or how much of that is predicated on trying to get guys into further scoring position when that was kind of a little bit of a struggle?
Yeah, both. I mean, we always want to play offensively. We want to be aggressive but not reckless. And I think if you look at the game specifically last night, we didn't swing the bat very well. We didn't even really execute situational baseball very well. We left 3 guys at third base with less than 2 outs, but we threw more strikes than the other team. We caught the baseball better than the other team, and we ran the bases more aggressively and better than the other team. So ideally, yeah, we want that to be a part of our offense, and base running is a huge part of that. But we also need to combine it with swinging the bat. So that is a kind of a snapshot of what we want it to look like. And as we continue to recruit and recruit athletic players, and we have athletic players on this team. Missing Werner is a big deal for us on the bases as well as it is at the plate. So we have some guys on this team that move really, really well. But we definitely want to get to the point where all those position player starters, the guys that play out there for us, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, are guys that can really get around the bases pretty quick.
Is there an update on Werner?
He had surgery yesterday. Okay. Yeah, so he had broken hamate, which is a very popular bone in your hand to break as a hitter, especially a guy with big power like he has. So We had hoped it wouldn't be that. Could have been worse, could have been something else, which would have been longer, but hammate's a very common surgery. I've had guys back in 3 weeks as long as 6 or 7, so probably closer to 4. And it's all about the surgery's out. Once he gets the stitches out, now it's about regaining strength and pain tolerance. Is it something that, if it's 20% bothering him, can he play with that? And so time will tell. Certainly not the news we wanted, but it's definitely not as bad as it could have been.
Which hand is it, and when did he suffer that?
It's his bottom hand, which is the hand that always snaps, and he did it in his second at bat on Friday night. So it wasn't the oblique. We get the guy, finally get him back with the oblique, and he made 3 great plays. I don't know if you were watching the game, 3 or 4 awesome plays that really, all 3 of those plays tested that oblique because he had to throw on the run and really torque to throw the ball, turn to throw the ball. And his first at bat was good, although he struck out. He got some good swings off, and then he took a swing, felt the pop, didn't say anything, then checked the swing, and that you could see it. And that's when I went out. We had to take him out of the game. So he's not the first guy we've had, have that injury for his long-term career. It's actually good because now it's gone, and it won't ever bother him again. But yeah, it really stinks for sure.
With him being out, who are some of the guys that should try to take advantage of this newfound opportunity?
Well, it opens the spot in the batting order for whether, obviously Kaler will probably stay at third base. Targot's been getting time at second base. It allows, it's another opportunity for a guy like Taylor Smith to get more at bats. We can shuffle some things between how Britt, Boast, Smith, Rock, how they're kind of swinging the bat. I'm looking for opportunities to get Ty Hodge in some games. I think he's a talented player that if everybody will give him time, everybody develops in their own time. I think he's going to be a really good college player. And so hopefully, we can, I'm really looking for opportunities to get him in there, and we may just roll him out there one day. He's got to earn that, and he's getting close to doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's wide open.